Hi guys, this is Lloyd from Bizzfo again. This is a short video touching on time and attendance within Bizzfo. There's two sides to it. There's using Bizzfo as a standalone time and attendance system. In other words, the time and attendance has got nothing to do with the point of sale itself. So looking at that, let's start it. And the pre-install has already been done, so you'll see we are using the digital persona and it's all set up and ready to go. So once the user clocks in, there's an indication that the user is clocked in, and I'm going to clock out again, and you'll notice what it's saying, it's please wait a moment. So there's about a 10 to 11 second delay for the user, that the user must wait before they can clock out. This is just, when the terminal is quite busy, to ensure that once they've clocked in, they don't accidentally clock out. Alright, they have clocked out. On this side, this is a log, so typically you can view this log as your staff clocks in and out. But the correct way to view it is on the users. Let's just clock back in again. And this is basically our staff viewpoint to see who's clocked in and clocked out. This is the hours worked for Bizzfo point of sale. And this is the hours per day. So in this case, we've haven't accumulated a lot of time today, and this is the actual schedule as I'm clocking in and clocking out. There is an auto clock out. I'll show you now how to activate that with the auto clock out date. Auto clock out is quite important. So if you don't activate it, staff will remain clocked in. So essential then what you're saying is, you're not making use of the time and attendance, and it shouldn't bother you within the system. But it's a good idea to have your time and attendance set up and to make sure that it's an auto clock out, so at least it forces your users to clock in and clock back. These three reports can be exported by simply clicking this report, and all data will be dumped to file. Alternatively, what you can do is you can click on your Hive button. Would you like to email the clock-in reports? Yes. Would you like to set a default email address? In this case, I'm going to say yes, and it's picked up the default email address for this user. And what it's going to do now is it's going to send these reports via email. There is some other functionality. I'm not going to go into depth, so this will just allow you to clock staff in and out. We've also got the normal clock in and clock out. Then we have adjustments. So if I wanted to adjust times, I can do it here. So for example, this would be the 11th. So let's go and adjust the 11th for Bizzfo, and he only worked 8 hours. Alright, so the time has been adjusted. Let's move over to further setup. So we go back to users, we go to our staff details. As mentioned, there is an auto clock out that can be set. For bulk users, you would just enable auto clock out, in this case 12 hours, and if you wanted to disable for all the users, that's simply just disabling the tick. I mentioned as well, we're using Biometric, so this is your enroll. So enrolling a staff member is quite simple. Click on your finger, and I'm just registering one finger, and boom, that finger is done. So let's have a look quickly at your access. So when setting up a user, there's no access required when using the terminal as a time and attendance terminal. The only access that will be required will be this one to analyze the staff. So the user or the admin user must have at least this setting to enable the reports I've just shown previously. So let's just leave all of them, enter, and it's as simple as that. There we go, Bizzfo as a standalone time and attendance terminal.